Howdy doody. This is a very awkward video. I'm sorry. It's one of those videos that I'm not happy about making, but it might be real. It might be true. Pedos, right? They're everywhere, okay? There's this growing movement, apparently, where people are attracted to kids. It's not fair in the dating world to pair a 10-year-old up with a 40-year-old. You wanna know why? I have to explain to you why? They should be playing with Barbie dolls because they don't have a good comprehension of the world. They don't understand how people could take advantage of them, etc. There are people who would want to date one 12-year-old after another 12-year-old after another 12-year-old if they had the legal opportunity. Or heck, some people do it without the legal rights. Anyway, the point of this video is I noticed a trend, okay? A long time ago, everyone was offended by jazz music. Now jazz music is common. A long time ago, everybody was offended by Elvis Presley's hip movements, and now it's not a thing. People were offended by the color of your skin. That is something that's been staying around longer than it should, but that is going away as well. People were phobic of people who were gay, and that is something that is going away. People were phobic of people who dressed like the gender they identified as, regardless of the fact that they were not born as that assigned gender, right? Okay, but that is also going away. A lot of phobias are going away, but I want you to understand the state of mind of the people who are phobic against those people, like Grandpa, right? Great Grandpa Rick will say. Great Grandpa Rick, no matter how much training, cannot accept the idea that a man would be with another man. Like he can't fathom how that's okay on any level, and he's hateful and he's aggressive towards anyone who's gay, right? Okay, well, isn't that kind of, and I hate drawing this parallel, but I also want to point out that it is some scary factors that contribute to this potential conclusion. Isn't it parallel to people and their hatred for people who are attracted to children? And I want to say this based on reality. And the reality is, not too long ago, I observed in incognito mode, YouTube recommending me a thumbnail for a live stream that had over 60,000 people watching it of full frontal, no clothes minors, right? I saw this. YouTube suggested it to me. Okay, I didn't go looking for this. I say again, in incognito mode, I observed the first image and video suggested to me, two full frontal people, okay? Totally inappropriate, 60,000 viewers. Okay, you have to be a total creep to actually click on that video. So I got really mad. I went on a Twitter rant, told everybody, hey, flag these videos, they're terrible. But I myself didn't do anything about it because I wasn't even willing to click on the video. Regardless, the fact that there were 60,000 people watching that video, and the fact that recently there came out with a pedo flag, although it's said to be a creation of 4chan, the fact that people are showing up to gay pride rallies as pedo pride or whatever, the fact that this seems to be a rising thing, that makes me Grandpa Rick, okay? Proudly, okay? I'm gonna go down in flames, up in flames, whatever, of anti-pedo stances. That's what I'm gonna do. But I'm saying that maybe one day, because I'm against pedos, maybe one day I'll be kicked out of the community for being against pedos. I'm saying it's possible. And it's scary, but imagine someone making this exact same video about an issue 70 years ago. Like if somebody did a broadcast to the American people saying how we have to worry about the trans plague or something like that. Now I'm not saying, and I know people are going to say I'm saying this, but I'm not saying this. I'm not saying that gay people are equivalent to that. I'm not saying that trans people are equivalent to that. When you have pedo people, there are victims. There are people who are harmed. There are people who are just beyond belief wrecked for life, okay? So I get that that's not a parallel. But what I do want to say is that we as a society may want to pump the brakes on the whole tolerance thing, okay? We may want to draw the line in the sand, stopping at, hey, there's a victim, okay? This is fine, this is fine, this is fine, trans, gay, whatever. It's fine because there's no victim. But we need to draw the line, and we need to shut down this whole pedo flag business. Always only follow the law, right? But where you see someone being a pedo, I hope you resist. And this sucks that this might one day be seen as a total uneducated, ignorant, phobic, bigoted video. But it might be. I don't know where the future's going. In Japan, the legal age is what, 13 years old? I think in Germany it's something like that too. I'm not sure. But the fact that an entire community has accepted that a 50-year-old man can sleep with a 13-year-old, I'm telling you guys, like, this isn't such an unbelievable future. It might happen. And if it does happen, then you're going to see a lot of dudes coming out saying, hey, you know, they're into that. After seeing how many people were watching that video suggested by YouTube, it's very obvious that a different world is coming and our children are at risk. And it's a terrible, terrible thing. We have to protect our children, and resistance is absolutely necessary in this case. Kids are meant to be left alone, period. All right? Pay attention to your local laws. Respect your local laws. And if the age of consent is too low, fight it. Write your senator. But fortunately, in the United States, most everyone who can legally consent typically knows what they're doing. Because in the United States, we have typically a pretty reasonable legal age. In Canada, it used to be 14. Don't agree with that. But now it's 16. So, but what do you guys think? Do you think being a pedo will ever be socially acceptable? Personally, I don't want to live to see that day. I mean, for the love of God, why would any parent let an adult man be with their 12-year-old? Come on, people. It's just... why?